Now this is last Saturday, 9/28. Most people are inside the house watching football, but here comes Randy 5 minutes before I get home. Actually, about 4.5 minutes. Nonchalant. Oh, I'm just out here working on Robbie's car. But what are the odds that he's always finds some excuse to be at the end of his driveway when I come home? I mean, he can, well, I was just out working on Robbie's car. But, it just so happened to be 4 minutes before Kathy gets home, so that I'm right here by her when she gets home. Now, if it hadn't been so many times that he has set up scenarios like this, 3 and 4 times a week, that he's right by my car when I get home, or he's on his porch watching me, then I wouldn't say anything. But, he makes sure he does it at a time that I'm getting home. But the thing is, how does he know I'm about to be home? That's the question. So here I come, and there he is, not 10 foot from my car. This is where I always pull up and back up. So he's right by my car. He knows it's inappropriate. He knows it's awkward, but he puts himself in that position all the time. Just so happened Robbie's out here today. Oh, the daughter that he made clear when I mentioned, your daughter Robbie, when I was speaking to him, he made it very clear, that's not my daughter. This is a beautiful girl, and it doesn't matter if another man fathered her. You have been her father since she was a baby. Why do you not just say, yes, that's my daughter? Why would you clarify that to anybody? It's none of my business. But you did. That's the kind of person you are. Why would you point that out to people? But here's the next day, Sunday, and 4 minutes before I come out to leave for church, here he comes. No shirt on. He's going to be right in front of where I pull out. It's all, to me, seems intentional. Now I'm getting ready to go to church. 3 minutes before I get ready for church to walk out the door, here he comes. He seems in a hurry. Now this is a guy with rheumatoid arthritis. He seems in a hurry to position himself right where I'll be pulling out. And he's standing there with no shirt on. Really, I don't want to see that. I don't know why these alcoholic men think they are something good to look at. They're so skinny. See how my camera's jumped ahead? They got bony knees from being an alcoholic, oversized knees. So when I come out, he's right there. The truth is, you've got all day to do this. you've got all morning. You could come over here and do this early in the morning, but instead you choose to be out here 2 or 3 minutes just before I'm leaving, so that you are in the view of my path, my eyes. You want to be seen. No shirt on, just, I can't stand seeing a man with no shirt on. It's just gross. It's nasty looking. Put a t-shirt on. You'll be much cooler with a t-shirt on because it actually soaks up sweat. So I'm like, why can't you just be somewhere else and not, I don't have to look at you. An alcoholic with no shirt on. So this is Wednesday night, 1955 about, and Gilman gets out here and moves his truck so that he is in that aggressive stance towards me when I get home. I mean, he's doing it on purpose. This shows that it's intent to be annoying. So this is Wednesday. This is the third night that Randi has been outside one night. Third time, not night, but third time in several days that Randi has been outside when I get home or when I leave. So he's on the porch. He's hiding behind that beam and that telephone pole. That's what he does, is he tries to hide from the camera. At this point, because I posted videos of him being out here. But watch. You can barely see some movement. And then you see and you can see him standing there right behind the poles. There's the dogs. Right there you can see some lights. When I get out of the car, he's right here. When I get out of the car, he's on the porch, on the steps. He actually comes out and sits down. I'm getting out. I'm going around my car, and he's out here. There's his dogs. He's behind the post. See, there he is. He comes out from behind the post. and is watching me. He's just a creep. So his dog comes to the end of the driveway and starts barking at me. And I turn on my personal alarm. Then I hear him go, "Come here, Sandy," or something like that, real low, like he's not really, I mean, he's drunk. Whenever he's home like this for hours after work, he's drunk. Who wants a drunk man standing on their porch watching you when you go in? Both him and Gilman are ex-Vietnam vets, and they both drink heavily and appear to do drugs. This little post-it note is up here for a reason, because you'll see in a minute. But I'm pulling in, and I back up and turn my lights towards there. That way, I mean, I'm, trying to protect myself and not run from him and try to hide from him when he's watching me. And so he's out here too. And these two knuckleheads are working together. They're both ex-Vietnam vets and drunk. So I'm getting out of the car. I'm sitting in the car just looking to see if he's up there, because that's why I'm turning my car that way, to try to put light on what he's doing. Then he puts another light. See that one? He puts another light on me, shines it right into my car. And Eric Main down the street just got through doing the same thing, sitting in his car that was parked. He shined a light into my car as I was driving around the curve. These are insane men that live in Anniston, Alabama, and the police won't do anything about any of them being menacing. I mean, the police, instead of saying, okay, well, she's just trying to protect herself by doing an aggressive stance towards them, here comes his dog standing at the end of the porch, their driveway, barking at me, and he doesn't stop his dog. He's up here on the porch watching the whole thing. He sees Gilman out here harassing me, and he's in agreement with it and actually watching it like it's some kind of spectator show. He knows it's going to happen. I know that he does, because they talk all the time. They gossip and talk all the time. These two old men are drunk together, ex-Vietnam vets, and there's Gilman. See, they're talking to each other. He's watching me as I'm going in the house. I mean, who wants to have drunk men watching them like this, harassing them? Nobody. They are wicked, evil men who have nothing to do in their life but harass a woman alone because they can. It's like smelling blood. They see something they think is weak, and they want to try to torment and torture and stalk, alarm, and annoy. They're wicked, evil men, both of them.